Hey guys, so my name is Blue and this is The Real Me.
It's The Real Me TV and I'm here with Miss Blue. Blue, what's up?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Me too much. So give us a quick backstory on Miss Blue. Let them know who you are, where you from, what you do.
Okay, so I'm Blue. I'm from the DMV, from this area, PG County. I am a teacher for elementary school. I taught middle school as well.
Yeah.
I'm a student myself, so I'm a teacher and a student. And yeah, I just like to have fun. I like to give back to the community as much as I can and just be real. So.
Let's let them people know like what's the importance to giving back to the community.
So we were all children once, and we want to see our community thriving and doing well. Sometimes we need help ourselves, so I feel like us as the generation now that's moving and have motion and stuff like that, I feel like it's important for us to make sure the youth, when they get in our position, that they can like give back and just, I don't know, be productive citizens in community, like not being in gangs and causing havoc within our community. So
Yeah. Back to the teaching part. What's the best thing about teaching? Cause you know, like in our generation, you don't really see too many people saying they want to be teachers or go the teacher route.
So best part about being a teacher is I'm able to see my work like in long term. So I know the stuff that I instill into my students now is gonna help them in the future, like 20 years from now. So like me personally, like I work in a school that I started PG County Schools in, so like started kindergarten in. So for me, like that's monumental because I'm doing something positive in the community, and I started in the same spot that I'm like helping the kids and stuff like that. So I just feel like it's important to make sure that we pour into our youth because they're gonna be us one day.
Yeah.
We want them to be productive. We want them to be safe. We want them to be healthy. So
That's alright, man. I think we need more people like that, honestly. What's your favorite subject to teach?
Subject, so history, because I love history. But I teach younger children, so reading, because I like to teach them how to write. Writing is something that I'm really passionate about, and I feel like, although like literacy is very important, to be able to communicate on paper is something that's very important, because that's a way to like keep your voice heard in a way. Like even if you can't verbally speak, you can express yourself on paper. So.
And coming up, what was your favorite subject?
Reading and history.
Oh, the same too.
And then now it's weird too, because now it's like I like science, but growing up it was reading.
Dang, now that's your favorite subject to teach.
Yeah.
That's alright. So, being a teacher and all, like you gotta have patience.
Right.
Especially like with children and everything.
Right.
Touch on that. Touch on like the importance of patience.
Ooh, so I have a certain level of patience because, and I'm gonna say that this is a hidden gem for a lot of adults. You cannot have an ego when it comes to like working with children. And I noticed that a lot of adults, when they are in a relationship, not in a relationship, when they are working with children or building that partnership with them, they have this ego where it's like, okay, you're the child, you need to listen to me. But a child is a human. So at the end of the day, like me, I look at them as a human being, and I know that they need some type of guidance. So being a child, like they're very fragile. Their emotions are very fragile. They're going to respond the same way that you want to respond if you feel like you're being attacked. And then they're more prone to feeling attacked because they're a child. So, like, just don't have an ego. Like, just laugh. Sometimes they want to say something smart back, or they're going to try to make you feel like they're more superior to you. They're a child. Like, that's it. Like, you just got to laugh, not be so serious. But
that's all right.
Yeah. And then I don't have kids, so, like,
facts right there.
I'm still trying to learn how to discipline a child. Yeah. And that is a factor in it as well. Why I have so much patience is because I'm trying to learn like what a child needs.
And you're willing to learn too.
Yeah.
Dang, you ain't going in there like a know-it-all or
going
like I'm bigger than you, like I'm your boss. Nah, that's alright.
It's counterproductive. It's counterproductive.
I feel like a lot of adults don't do that.
It's because us as adults, we're still children as well. It's like we still have our inner child, and a lot of us as adults have like a rough childhood, so our inner child is bruised, it's sad. So when we come into contact with like other humans or other children, sometimes those triggers come out. So I noticed that those triggers come out, and like people just don't know how to act.
Kill. Nah, for real.
But yeah, you just gotta be real with yourself, real with community. Like just understand, you can't have no expectations on people. People gonna be people.
Yeah. So you just said you teach elementary and middle. What's the difference between like the older kids and the younger group? Like, do the older kids give you a harder time because they more so You know, middle school, you said middle school, like, that's when you start feeling yourself a little bit. And, like, you know, that's when the girls come, when the boys come, that's when the swag come, everything come in.
They do, yeah, and it's like they're starting to develop that identity. So, like, with elementary school, I teach first grade, so they're more so wanting that emotional, like, nurturing.
Yeah.
That part, for me, can be very draining because, like, I got a classroom full of 20 kids and 20 kids trying to have a conversation with me at one time. So, like, that can be draining, but that's what they need. So, I just got
super personal bond. Or you probably like a mother figure to them, or
yeah,
big sister, aunt, or something. Figure.
Right. Yeah, but with my older kids, that's when, like, the big sister, auntie type of, they try to build that relationship with me, even though, like, I still got to keep it professional because I am their teacher. I'm not their friend. I'm not their aunt. So, like, certain stuff that they say, it's hard. You got to keep your professionalism because they can be comfortable with you, but you still got to give them a sense of, like, guidance that is professional. You can't just be having any type of conversation with them because they'll try it. They'll try it. Like, they'll ask you questions about, like, relationships or something like that. And we're trained to kind of, like, help them in a way, but still keep it professional because we're not their parents. Yeah, so yeah, that's the hardest part about the older kids.
I remember back when I was in school, I seen this a lot. Have any parents ever came at you sideways, like over their child?
No, not sideways. I never had any, like, disrespectful communication with no parents or, like, just craziness because I'm sweet and, like, their kids love me, so it's like.
Oh, so you more so the everybody's favorite teacher.
Like something like that. Yeah. So, but I
can see that though. I honestly can see that though.
Yeah.
I don't think you.
I had a situation with a parent where and I understood where she was coming from because I've been with the county for 5 years, but this was my first year teaching, like, my own classroom and everything by myself. So when we're younger and you have an expectation on your child and you want your child to exceed, you're going to press it. You're going to make sure, like, that teacher is doing everything that they need to make sure your child is excelling. And sometimes it comes to a point where the other kids in the classroom don't matter because your child is your child. So I kind of had that situation where it was just like, the little boy is very intelligent, very, very smart. Like, he's very intelligent. And we're trying to get him to those points where we have him where she wants him to be. So that's how, yeah. People are very, very protective over their kids, but I get it. So.
Yeah. So, when I was in school, right, it was a lot of kids that look. Some kids wasn't this, some kids wasn't that. If a kid don't look up to par, what does the teacher do? Like, if it seemed like a kid having a house problem, he coming in with scratches and bruises, and you could tell he wearing the exact same everything for the last 3 weeks.
So, we will have to look for signs of neglect. So, like, not anything could be a sign of neglect, but, like, if a child is coming to school with the same uniform on and, like, they smell, that's a sign of neglect. And as a teacher, we're mandatory reporters, so, like, we have to report that to CPS.
Yeah.
Which is very hard because we don't really know, like, when a child has been abused. We don't know if the child family is just in poverty. It's hard to gauge. So you gotta really, really, like, read the room, read between the lines, and build a relationship with the parents so you know, like, that parent's character and everything. And then from there, you gotta report it to CPS. Yeah.
All right. So, do you feel like most teachers teach for a check or is it for a passion?
It starts off with a passion. I'm gonna be honest with you because we don't make enough money to deal with what we deal with. Like,
for real. So you feel like most teachers literally is just a passion?
It starts off, okay. So I'm gonna say I'm young. I've been with the county for 5 years, so for me, it's straight passion. Yeah. And I said that when I interviewed, I was like, this is not about money for me because we don't get paid that much. But when you're teaching for like 20 years, 25 years, after a while, like by year 15, that passion kind of slowly starts to drain because you got to deal with parents' emotions, the children, the society, everything changing, like behavior.
Yeah.
And money, like you just go to work for a check. And it's an easy job. For me, it's an easy job because I'm passionate about it. But the way the school system is set up and like the dynamic of a classroom, it's not a typical like you clock in and you go to work. If you break these rules, if you do this, it's like it's your own flow, it's your own classroom, it's your own teaching style, it's your own working style. So
if by year 15 or year 20, if you lose that passion, would you look for a new job or you just going to start
me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, by year 15, so that's 10 years for me. I'll be 36. I'm still young, so The way that I have things set up and how I'm trying to plan things, I will not be teaching forever. This is a transition thing for me because, like I said, I'm in school full time. So by the time I finish law school, it's probably when I will stop teaching. Yeah.
So Miss Blue, what are the top 5 schools in the DMV?
Top 5 schools in the DMV? That's easy. So Glen Park High School is number 1 because that's where I graduated from.
Yeah.
Number 2. Wait, we doing high schools or just?
We could do all over. So
all right,
you think good period?
All right, so Glen Park High School, Glen Park Middle School.
Yeah.
Thurgood Marshall.
That's good.
And I got 2 more.
These are all schools you allow your children
that I went to, yeah. And I taught at Glen Park Middle, so that one too. But I don't want Brandywine Elementary School. I want to say Crossland needs some more money put into it because they got a lot of programs and they started off with a lot of programs.
Crossland got a lot of. I heard they got a good barbering.
Yeah,
good everything.
But they just we need more money in Crossland. So Crossland, I'll say Crossland.
So on the Real Me TV, we do this on every episode. We ask everybody who's the real them. Okay. So a stranger can ask somebody you know. Everybody you know can agree. You can tell me one word or you can tell me a full sentence. But who's the real Miss Blue?
The real Miss Blue is very, 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 very compassionate.
Compassionate. So everybody know you can agree that you're compassionate.
Yes. Actually, I'm going to change that. The real Miss Blue is a healer because everybody that I come in contact with, everybody that I'm around, I just give off this like a loving, healing energy. Yeah. Like I'm a mommy. Yeah. I'm a mommy without having kids yet. Like, that's what I am. I like to take care of everybody.
That's all right. Yeah. So Miss Blue, we appreciate you coming through. And we out.